boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we went and picked up some fish from a fellow hobbyist that was kind of running out of some space in his fish room. So we went ahead and picked these guys up and we're going to be adding them to our fish room. So hang around with us so that you can see what we picked up today. Alright guys, so what we actually went and grabbed was a couple of cichlids and two common plecostomus. Now these are good sized plecos, so we're going to go ahead and add these cichlids, larger cichlids, and the plecos to our 55-gallon aquarium. Now I know I said I was going to use this as a grow out tank. This is just temporarily going to hold these cichlids until I get my other 55 set up, and then they're going to wind up getting moved to there. Now I also picked up some smaller baby cichlids that we're going to put in our 5-gallon aquarium upstairs until they get a little bit larger, and then they're going to get added into the 55-gallon as well. Now how we're going to acclimate the smaller cichlids, so since these smaller cichlids are already in a bag, I'm just going to pick them up and place them inside of our 5-gallon to go ahead and temperature acclimate them. Man, oh man, these guys are pretty. So let's take these, we're going to float these little guys in here. Man, do these guys look good. Can't wait to see them grow up. As for the bucket, we're going to go ahead and unhook these guys from this air pump and take them downstairs. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead and hook this sponge filter back up and get it running again. Now, as far as acclimating these larger plecos and cichlids, I'm going to take a piece of airline tubing and loop it over the lip of the 55-gallon and drip acclimate these guys to the same water quality before we switch them over. So let's get that done. Don't forget to get fish water in your mouth. It's part of the hobby. Now, I would actually prefer for this stream to be a little bit slower. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie a knot. Be sure to make a mess while you're doing this. That's a lot better. Now we're going to let these guys drip acclimate for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and get them in the tank. Now, it all depends on how you want to do it, but whether I'm drip acclimating or I'm float acclimating for temperature, I still always allow them to sit for about 20 to 30 minutes before I add the fish in. In some instances, it's also a good idea to go ahead and shut off the lights, because having light in that tank can stress them out in a new environment, and we don't want that. So we might go ahead and shut off our light on this tank as well once we're done acclimating them and adding them to the new aquarium. You'll also always want to add some type of either a dechlorinator or stress coat to the water when you add new fish to your tank. In my particular case, I'm going to use a product that I've always trusted, Chem Prime. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this to my tank because my filtration may not be apt to the bio load that it's about to take on having larger fish in it. So while the tank is adjusting to this new bio load, I'm going to want to add something to the water to help keep my nitrates and ammonia down. Alright guys, now that it's been a little bit and these guys have been acclimating in our bucket for a little while, we're going to go ahead and get them out of the bucket and into the tank. We're going to first start by unhooking this acclimation hose. Get rid of that. Guys, now that these guys are in the 55 and acclimated, we're going to turn off the light for a little while and let these guys get accustomed to this tank, and we'll come back in a little bit and check on them. Alright guys, and as for these guys, it's time to get them out of the bag and into the 5-gallon to grow up. So actually what I'm going to do for these guys is I'm going to take a net and a bucket, set my net over the bucket. This way we can drain the cichlids from the bag that they're in into the net without cross-contaminating with water from another system. Now, even though I'm sure I could trust this fella's water, I still believe that you should take and separate your fish from their original water before adding them into your system. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do here, and I'm going to show you how this is done. guys, well that's it for today's video. Man, you guys have really been killing it out there on getting subbed to this channel. We are really close to hitting 100 subs. Thank you so much for hanging around with us, and we greatly appreciate it here on this channel, and it shows us just how much you like these kind of videos so that we can keep them coming for you guys. But anyhow, until we see you in the next video, peace.